Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me in the extended version of this reading. All right, so let us begin. Today we are looking at what's happening with your person. So we're gonna look at how they are feeling, what's happening in their life that might be driving these emotions. We're gonna look at what's occupying their mind as a priority at this time, and we're gonna look at their headspace with regard to you. In the extended, we'll go deeper into your connection. We're going to look at their feelings for you, the dominant advice they're getting about you at this time. If there's a third party, what's happening with that, the dominant advice that they're getting about that third party. And then we're going to look at their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. All right, so let us begin. We're going to start by getting some significators that represent your person's energy at this time generally, and then their energy specific to you. Also letting you guys know that SRT classes recommence in April. Basic SRT starts on the 3rd. Advanced SRT or sacred surgery starts on the 5th. All right, we have here accountability. So this is someone who is finally taking stock of their life, of their actions, and seeing where they may have manifested the life that they're now living, the positive aspects and also the aspects that are not so positive, right? So this is them realizing the power is yours. Oh, what is that? What fell out here? Yeah, birthing a new vision of themselves. And you have to realize why your person may have been in denial for a long time or didn't want to see themselves, and it's because of what they witnessed as a child. They had to kind of block out their emotions just to survive. All right, so let's have a look. The energy generally, we have finally seeing their value, right? A lot of the behavior that you saw displayed by your person, again, whether positive or not so positive, and the way that they treated other people, again, whether positive or not so positive, it's because your person had no sense of self, and they had no sense of their value. Their self-esteem was on the ground, or maybe even lower than the ground. And when we cannot value ourselves, we certainly cannot value others. Okay? So if this person treated you badly, trust me, they won't treat themselves any better. Right? Because you can only give what you have. If a neighbor comes across and asks you for sugar and you don't have sugar, you can't give it. You can't give it. You might be able to give syrup, I know, but you certainly can't give sugar. So they couldn't give love, they couldn't see your value because they didn't value themselves, they didn't love themselves. But this is them stepping into their value. When you step into your value, right, and your self-worth, you don't allow people to treat you like crap, and you certainly don't treat others like crap, because you're able to empathize, stand in their shoes. The energy towards you is beauty. You are the most amazing person that they've ever had the good fortune to come into contact with. And they also see you as someone that is wanted, not wanted by the police, but someone who has a lot of suitors, right? And someone who connects with not just human beings, but also with nature. Everything and everyone sees your light, right? And they think that they have a lot of competition. They see you as someone like fiery, passionate, and they see you as someone who's incredibly confident. They want to be like you, right? They want to be like you. You have inspired this person, whether you like it or not, right? They think you're absolutely amazing, and they see that you're so carefree, you're so in touch with yourself, with nature, and they think that anybody would want to snap you up, right? The energy towards you. So they think you're beautiful. You're beautiful. When they think about you, they think about peace. They think about a nice warm bath. They think about self-care, self-love. Look at how much hair she has. And the hair has always been associated with wisdom. So they think that you're wise. And then there is still this aspect of nature catering to your every need, the divine responding to your every need. So they may see that you are a master manifester. You don't do much, but there's a lot of abundance in your life. They see you as someone who is at peace with themselves. My grandmother used to say, she always like to say, right now I'm at peace with God and man, and I can't ask for anything else. And they see you as kind of that person, right? You are at peace with God and man and with yourself, right? And I think this piece just kind of radiates outwards and makes it so attractive. So the main message that I'm getting here is that this person, they see you, and they see who you are. They see how valuable you are. They see you as someone that can attract anything and anyone, right? So it's not like they don't see you. It's not like they don't appreciate you, right? This person is just caught up in a journey of trying to appreciate themselves right now. Okay. So whilst you're in a healing growth cycle, right? That's signified with like all the hair growth here, and the flowers growing here, and the abundance that's around you. They're in a healing cycle, and these can be incredibly tough, right? And sometimes isolating. All right, so let us clarify by using the Art of Love Tarot. I have not used this deck in a while, and even when I used to use it, not often, but I'm drawn to it today. And I think it's because that's what your person is learning right now. They're learning the art of love, self-love, and the other kinds of love. We have 3 of Cups, and it says here joy, right? So they're stepping into the joy vibration, and that's the vibration of manifestation. All right, let's see this card self-value. We have the Path in reverse, and it's a Chariot in reverse, and it's exploration in reverse. Yeah, your person has been stagnant for a long time. This may even be the energy of someone who has like just been arrested. Not arrested by, again, I'm not arrested by the police, right? There are a lot of police references today, so I don't know if your person might be before the court system. I'm not sure. All right, but this is about someone's development, their maturity being arrested at a very early age, and certainly trauma can do that, right? So when I was growing up, there was a group called Arrested Development. And that's what it feels like to me. It's just about arrested development. So the kind of growth that we usually experience in our adolescent years in particular, right? And certainly in our adolescent years, it looks like something happened there that just threw your person off course. There's a Path in reverse. Threw them off course, arrested their development, and you may have found that you were dealing with a person that was incredibly emotionally immature. So if you see this person at work on top of their game, okay, right, anything to do with their job, achievement, they're there. Intellectual, they're there. But EQ, Not so much. Not so much, right? Totally arrested and underdeveloped. But this is them like reclaiming self, and getting back on track. Let's see this peace card. We have the Ten of Wands, and it says here, hoarding. Your person doesn't want to share you with anybody else, right? And they feel kind of burdened right now because it looks like there's a lot that's happening in their life, not just within themselves, but with the people that are around them or their relationships. So they're kind of taken up with that. But they feel like if they don't make a move very soon, they are going to lose you. And they see you as a prize. They don't want to share you with anybody. Mine, my precious. My precious. We have Eight of Swords. So they're just bombarded by, all sorts of negative thoughts as to what will happen if they don't get their shit together. We see here also the energy of confusion. They don't know what to do. There's a lot going on in their life that they're trying to like tie up a lot of loose ends, but they see that if they don't gather their frills and do something pretty soon, you'll be gone. They see you as a hot ticket, a hot number, right? A hot number. And at any point in time, if they continue to lollygag, you're gonna be gone. Let's look at their emotions, and then we're going to look at what might be happening in their life that's driving these emotions. Right, so we're going to look at their emotions, we'll clarify, and then we're going to look at what might be happening in their life that might also be driving these emotions. What is this? We have resolving conflict. Yeah. And you see, because your person is falling out of alignment with the already established relationships that are in their life, there's going to be drama. And it feels like your person has a handful, right? They have their hands full with that. All right. Let's see their emotions. Not necessarily connected to you. All right. Their emotions. We have choosing from among several options. All right. So it feels like in order to resolve the conflicts that they're now experiencing, there might be several options available to them. Okay. It looks like some sort of option that they'd chosen in the past didn't quite work out. So they're looking to choose option 2, but it looks like there might be some groundwork that they need to do in order to choose option 2. We're going to clarify. We have shy. Being a little reserved right now. They might be withdrawn. Okay. And again, it's because they're more inwardly focused, right? They're focused on their inner world and what's happening there. And it looks like a lot is happening there. Okay. And again, because there might be a lot of conflict in their outer world, especially in their inner circle, they might not even want to face anybody right now. What else are they feeling? Oh, ashamed, right? Because they've been doing the inner work, and part of the inner work is shadow work, right? Facing the shadow, and facing the things that created the shadow, right? Right? The shadow doesn't just appear, right? There are a lot of things that there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of trauma that goes into creating the shadow. And they've been facing that, right? And there are certain things that they are certainly not proud of, that they may have said, they may have done whilst operating in their shadow side. But they feel encouraged because it looks like there's some support that they are getting. And this might be support in their 3D, or this might be some energetic support. I'll pull some cards and let's see what is coming through for us right now. Okay. Spirit, tell us about option 2. It says choosing among several options. Tell us about option 2. We have the divine order in reverse, right? It feels like they lost their way. And we saw it with the first card, right? That came out, right? That card about exploration in reverse, right? So it feels like they lost their way. They lost the plot for a moment. It says equilibrium in reverse, okay? And because they lost the plot, it looks like they made some sort of detour here, a scenic route to come right back to where they're supposed to be. Okay, so now they want to choose something different. They want to do something differently in their life, right? It looks like they're giving up on something that they may have put a lot of time, effort, and energy into. And certainly, this could be a job, it can be an institution, it could be a person, it could be a group of persons, right? Your person decided now they can no longer continue because this thing that they invested in has basically just thrown them out of balance or out of whack with their inner being and with the universe, right? This is temperance in reverse, and it says here the acceptance. Yeah, they're not accepting that anymore. They're not accepting it. They're not working on it. So for some of you guys, it will look like your person changing jobs. It may look like your person breaking up with somebody else or getting a divorce or something like that. But there's some sort of way of being that they were holding on to that they realize they have to let go of. Okay? Let's look at why they're shy. Why are they shy? Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it looks like this person is taking a rest. And as I said, more inwardly focused. They might be doing a lot of meditation, a lot of mindfulness exercises right now because they're ready to be new, brand new, right? They're ready to do something differently. And it says here, impulse, right? They want to follow their intuition. They want to follow their heart. And it looks like there's some people in their life that are not going to be happy with some of the decisions that they want to make, right? So this is your person like a little afraid to face the music, but they know at some point the music has to be faced, right? They're ashamed. We have here the Six of Swords, right? Now that they've done this healing and they're making this transition into the wonderful person that they've always been, right? And they're coming to terms with their shadow side and the things that created the shadow side. They're a little regretful of what they may have done in the past, right? They certainly weren't operating in their best self, their best light, right? So there's a lot of remorse that might also be going on, and shame that they have to deal with, right? And shame is a very heavy energy. And it's interesting that will come up because remember we did that clearing for self-punishment last week. It looks like they're powering through some of the same, right? But they are encouraged because we have the awakening, right? So it feels like they are getting support from source energy, from the divine, the ancestors, whatever you believe in this resurrection that they are having right now, right? That's what it is. All right. So they are trusting their heart, they are trusting their intuition, and that is making them like go the distance right now. Yeah, as I said, they're trusting their intuition, right? They know they're heading in the right direction, and they don't require anybody's validation or approval. They're doing what's best for them. They're going where they are being guided to go. All right, let's look at what might be happening in their life that might be driving these emotions. What's happening in their life that might be driving these emotions? Let's get this one. We have patience, but I get the feeling like, they feel like time is running out. Like now is the moment to make their move, but at the same time, I kind of like an unwillingness to face the drama. Okay, because they know it is going to be drama. In fact, the conflict has already started, but the fallout from the decisions that they want to make, they know it's going to be epic. So it feels like kind of waiting on the right time kind of thing. We have, anxiety, right? Really feeling anxious, right? So they're apprehensive about how things are going to turn out. They don't know the extent of the damage it's going to cause or what it is going to raise up. So they're like, I have to choose my moment. The moment has to be perfect, right? Because they're unsure of how things are going to pan out. Let's see what else. Yeah, but they're ready for their freedom, right? They're inspired to get out of jail, right? Get out of jail free. Get out of jail free. And it's there's no turning back. Once you get that inspo, for freedom, there's no dialing back that, right? So they want to free themselves, and they think that now might be the time. Yeah, we have judgment, right? So this is their awakening, and their awakening is telling them now that they've really examined the situation, and not just with the mind, but through their intuition, they realize it's time to part ways with some people in their life. Okay, this judgment here might also be them waiting on some sort of legal judgment, so that can explain that patience card that we're seeing here. So they're waiting for something to unfold or something to conclude, especially in the legal system, before they make their move. Let's get some clarification. Spirit tells about the patience. Okay, we have Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and it says contemplation in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting here, they're not making any bold moves right now. They realize they have to buy their time. And whilst they're not making any bold moves, they're not investing in anything new either. Okay, so whether it's investing in an old situation, relationship, a job, they're not doing. So this is someone who is quietly quitting whatever is holding them back. Okay, so they're not making any big move, but they're not investing either. Let's see this anxiety card, this apprehension. What are they anxious about? We have the Nine of Swords. They're anxious about every bloody thing right now. Okay, whatever permutation of whatever can go wrong, or however the maths is mathsing, in their head your person is thinking about only the worst case scenario. So it is the overthinking, it is the overanalyzing, right? But they're getting support, energetic support. We got that message already. So the angels are surrounding them now, spirit guides, ancestors, whatever you believe in, are surrounding them now and trying to give them that peace of mind. But it looks like their mind is working overtime and working against them. They're ready for freedom. Freedom is calling. They realize that freedom is part of their religion. Freedom is calling. We have here the Eight of Wands, and it says surge. So it's something that's undeniable in your person, right? They can't hold back, right? It's something instinctive. It's just like the urge that the salmon get when they know that they have to swim upstream. It's not something that they can deny, right? So, and right now, freedom is calling this person. We have the King of Pentacles, architect. Yeah, they're being called to build something new, build something stronger, right? Build something more stable. And it's an undeniable feeling. It's an undeniable impulse. Let's see this judgment, this parting ways. We have the path in reverse here. They realize they took the wrong way, right? Maybe they took this long, right, and went the scenic route here when they should have taken the straight and narrow. I don't know, right? But they realize that they have gone the wrong way, and this is them in an effort to course correct. Okay, all right. So last question. Let's ask Brett, what's occupying their mind as a priority at this time? We have the Queen of Wands. Well, that's you, and it says here the Illuminator, right? So the light bearer. It's interesting I should say the light bearer because that's usually associated with the devil, right? So they're very tempted by your energy. They are magnetized towards you because in my readings, all upright court cards are divine energies or they signify the viewer, right? So what's on their mind? You, how they can come towards you. We have a star here right at the heart space. How they can heal the situation, how they can mend this, how they can fix this, how they can be close to you. And there's that sound that's saying just to be close to you, girl, maybe one lifetime. I don't know. What's on their mind? Okay. Right, you can't make this shit up. It's you. It's you. It's only you, right? Um, and in all your aspects, right? Your passion, your nurturing, because we have the illuminator, right? Your spiritual aspect, your passion, your energy. We see you here in your nurturing aspect. So everything about you is haunting them right now. What else is on their mind? I don't even have to clarify. We have the turnaround, right? How can they go back to you, right? Now that they've evolved, now that they're different, now that they've done so much growth, how do they make their way back? How do they turn the situation around? What else is on their mind? We have the Five of Wands. Now it says here diversity, but Five of Wands is usually associated with competition and drama. So what's on their mind? The fact that you might have options of your own and that you might be choosing one of those options soon. That's one. But also on their mind might be the unfolding drama that is happening in their life. Because once you start falling out of alignment with the people around you, there's going to be conflict. And it looks like your person's conflict bag is quite full at the moment. Oh my. All right. So, what's Spirit's advice for you? So, in the extent, we go a little deeper into your connection. We're going to look at what might be happening in a third party connection there. What advice they're receiving about you and about the third party. And then we're going to look at what's going to be this person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. And underneath the deck, we have the orange and it says time. So time is a factor and times are ticking right now. Let me pull my glasses close. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? We have Pluton and it says the underworld. Okay, so that could represent the shadow. That could represent, and Pluto is also about death and transformation. Okay. It could represent obsession and it could represent facing our inner demons. Let's see what this card is coming out to signify today. Pluton. After the overthrow of Kronos, his three sons divide the world into the three dominions of sky, ocean, and the so-called cloudy house of darkness or the void, where the shades or the souls of the dead reside. The brother ruled over this land of mist and darkness was called Hades, but his name was changed to Pluton or wealth when it was recognized that his dominion contained potential riches. So this is about finding the lesson in the shadow. That's what it seems like. Let's see. In recent times, quantum physics has discovered that such an invisible dimension of dark material does exist, and it underpins the fundamental laws of nature which rule our world. The invisible forces contained in this mysterious realm are now working at the root level of your life, and you can co-create your future or contribute to a transformation of your infrastructure and potential if you so choose. So this card is representing the void and the change that is possible within the void. And the void space is where all things are birthed. When we think about the womb, I mean, if that's one dark ass place, isn't it? When we think about the soil, right? That's usually a dark place without any light, but it brings forth life. So Spirit is saying, right now, there you may perceive this as a dark time in your life, but Spirit is saying it really can be the foundation for great transformation and rebirth. It says unseen power capable of epigenetic change is available for your use. So it's saying it's not only able to transform your life, but also able to transform your ancestry. And Pluton's wealth and riches may be yours in time. So Spirit is saying this is a time to examine the shadow. Your person's already doing it. We saw it. Examine the shadow. And Spirit is saying that in the shadow, right, and in identifying the shadow and transmuting the shadow, making peace with the shadow, whatever the shadow is in your life and whatever the shadow is in your ancestry, can now bring about transgenerational change. So Spirit is saying this is a powerful time, and you can use that powerful time wisely. It may seem like a dark time. It may seem like a time when you feel kind of empty. You might even be feeling depressed. But Spirit is saying in that darkness, there is the possibility for incredible change. Should you face that shadow head on? Should you choose to change? Should you choose to do things differently? Should you choose to birth a new self? Or birth a new foundation for yourself? Okay? I'm in love. So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.